All right, so hello to everyone who is joining this year's SimQ conference. First of all, thanks a lot to our friends from SimQ for the invitation to show how we at KLS Martin are using SimQ technologies to improve and enhance our product portfolio with insilico solutions. My name is Moritz Küssner and I'm working as a product manager in the field of craniomaxillofacial surgery at KLS Martin. I am mainly responsible for digital products and with a focus especially on insilico solutions. For the next few minutes, I would kindly ask you to, together with me, take a look into the future of CMF surgery. As the main slogan of our company is surgical innovation is our passion, we believe that the potential of insilico technologies has the chance to be the next big thing, the next big innovation in CMF surgery. Therefore, we have created the brand called IPS insilico. To first of all get a better understanding on how we implement insilico technologies in our current product portfolio, I will start with giving you a rough overview of the KLS Martin Group. So who are we and what are we doing? KLS Martin was founded in 1896, and over the time we developed to a global player in especially in the CMF market, but also in other areas. So KLS Martin has around 1,800 employees worldwide, and we are manufacturing almost all of our more than 30,000 products here in Germany. And those products are separated into different areas. So we are offering products in the field of instruments, containers, electro and laser surgery, operating lights, modular OR systems, implant systems for hand and trauma surgery, and the biggest market and the market we are focusing on today, craniomaxillofacial surgery. So implant systems for CMF surgery. And as one of the world market leader in CMF surgery, we are offering a really wide range of plates, instruments, storage systems, and distractors. And to keep the position and the image of a world market leader, we have to consistently improve the quality of our products and services. So developing innovations and be really the first to offer new solutions is key to keep and improve our global standing. And digital twin simulation has an enormous potential to improve our product portfolio and to offer new services to our customers to help them realizing the best possible diagnosis and the best possible treatment for each patient individually. So since decades, you can say standard implants are our basic products and our main products. And if you would ask our sales reps, they would always say it's our bread and butter business, you would call it in Germany. But nevertheless, as a market leader, it is indispensable to consistently improve our service and be the first to offer new innovations to hold our current customers and convince new customers. So some years ago, we already wrote a similar success story with IPS, and we hope to write the next success story with IPS insilico. And IPS stands for Individual Patient Solutions. So here we are offering patient-specific implants and patient-specific virtual surgical planning. And the products in the field of IPS were really a game changer in the whole CMF market. So we were the first to bring this innovation in the market, and this really gives us a way better position and improves our position as one of the world market leaders. And as I already said, with IPS insilico, we think it has the potential to be the next big thing to enhance our patient-specific services, to lift our standard products on the next level, and to support surgeons in the decision of their diagnosis and their treatment. And to realize those insilico innovations, we have started already years ago a cooperation with SimQ. And We also can proudly say that KLS Martin is the first company that uses SimQ technologies. So using the skills and technologies from SimQ and combine them with our products and our knowledge in the field of craniomaxillofacial surgery enables us to offer simulation tools to improve the service in the field of virtual surgical planning and to improve our design processes. Now, after I have shown you some insights in our plans and in our strategy with IPS insilico, I now want to show you what products are really behind the brand IPS insilico. And the brand IPS insilico is separated into 3 different areas where we are developing our insilico products. So we have the first area of implant testing to improve the design process of our patient-specific implants. We have the area of treatment planning to simulate different treatment options and create the best possible result for each patient. And we have the area of diagnosis and therapy to help the surgeons, to help our customers to make the correct diagnosis and to choose the optimal treatment plan. So let's start with the first area of implant testing. Here, the product I would like to show you is called IPS insilico meets VIT. And VIT here stands for virtual implant testing. So as our standard implants are going through a lot of different test scenarios. So here we can make sure they are safe and they really can withstand all the forces that are acting on the implant after it's implanted in the patient. Unfortunately, it's not possible to run the same test scenarios for our patient-specific implants. As the name already indicates, those implants are really designed for each patient individually. And therefore, they only can follow defined design guidelines, but cannot be tested like our standard implants. And to solve this problem, we have implemented a new verification step in the design process of our IPS implants. So after the implant is planned by our designers and before it will be approved by the surgeons, we run biomechanical simulations on each implant to see how the physical loads are acting on the implant. And with this simulation process, we can make sure that all our IPS implants are safe. So they are safe for the surgeon to implant it and that they are safe for the patient. So to sum up the benefits, you can say that the main benefits is support for decision making in the design process for our IPS engineers. We can visualize the acting loads and forces. We can really identify weak points in the implant design. We also have the ability to check special clinical requirements, and we can, together with the surgeon, evaluate different treatment options, so to help the clinicians, to help them in making the correct diagnosis. So the second area is treatment planning. And in treatment planning, an example for that is called IPS insilico meets RPE. Here we are combining patient-specific simulation with our standard RPE distractor. And RPE usually means that the upper jaw is cutted from the rest of the skull, separated in the middle, and then is widened with the force of a distractor, like you can see it in the picture. And with this technique, you have no guarantee at all for symmetric widening, and you have a really high trauma for the patient as you really cut through the complete upper jaw. And with IPS insilico, RPE, we only do partial cuts. So we do not separate the bone completely. We only do partial cuts on the bone to realize a planned weakening of the bone. And the software is running various of different cutting options, different cutting lengths, and can then choose really the cutting lengths with the best symmetrical outcome for each patient individually. So to explain it a little bit better, here's an example and on how those cuts can look. So we have mobilization cuts, that's the cut in the middle, and the vertical cuts here behind. Those are always standard. What then is individual are the posterior and the anterior cuts, and those cuts really can be simulated and can be simulated to create a symmetrical movement when putting the force via the distractor in, like you can see it on the next picture. And those simulations and the planning is done virtually, and to bring those virtual planning into the surgical theater, we can produce cutting guides and positioning guides for the surgery. To sum up the benefits for the RPE tool, you can say that with IPS insilico RPE, we can guarantee occlusal and aesthetic symmetry for the patient. We can minimize the trauma of the patient. We can create three-dimensional illustrations of the anatomy that helps the surgeons for the planning and can be used for patient education. And we can avoid or simplify further surgeries. So the third area, as I said, is simulation to improve the diagnosis and choose the best treatment for each patient individually. And an example for this area is called IPS insilico meets OSA. And OSA stands for obstructive sleep apnea. So due to the anatomical situation, people with OSA have problems with breathing during sleep. And in the field of CMF surgery, those patients are treated with displacement of the upper and lower jaw. So bringing the upper and lower jaw more in the front or more in the back, more high or more low. And IPS insilico OSA helps the surgeons to get a better understanding of the anatomic situation, create the correct diagnosis, and choose the best treatment option. So in the software, a breath cycle means inhaling and exhaling is simulated so that you really get an understanding on how the air is going through the airway, and you can visualize it and you can analyze the airway. So the surgeon can analyze the velocity of the airflow, the pressure, the geometry of the airway, and all those factors are additionally combined in a from SimQ developed pharyngeal resistance index. Also here, quick summary of the benefits. So with IPS insilico OSA, you can identify and localize anatomical reasons for the sleep-related breathing disorder. You can use a verified, so from SimQ verified and validated pharyngeal resistance index to analyze the OSA, and you can evaluate different treatment options. You can optimize the treatment, so you can save time when you really have the best diet or the correct diagnosis, and can then choose the most suitable therapy from the beginning on, and that of course saves time in treating the patients. Now, those, as I said in the beginning, were only 3 examples of products behind the brand IPS insilico. We are working together with SimQ on creating more solutions, on improving our current solutions. So there's definitely more to come in the future. But that's it for now from my side. Thanks a lot for your attention.